Have you ever wondered if you're with the right person or not? Today, I will be sharing 7 signs God does not want you with someone. I'm Cynthia, and welcome back to Cynthia 2.0. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Signs are useful methods God uses to speak to us. As proof of God's mercy, He sometimes gives us signs so we can know what He wants for us. Most times when we get into a relationship, we're blinded so much by love that we don't get to see the person's true nature. So here are the signs you need to watch out for. These signs shows that God does not want you with someone. Sign number 1, your relationship isn't built on genuine love. God is love. God encourages us to love. So if you're with someone because of other reasons, for example, you're with someone because they're beautiful, they're handsome, they're good looking, or they're rich, or these reasons that people come up with. If you can come up with a reason, like specific things of that person, that is, if that's the reason why you're with them, that's not genuine love. So genuine love comes naturally, regardless of how the person looks, regardless of who they are. If you're with this person, you just see that you don't really have any love for them, because there are people like that, right? They're in a relationship where it's not built on genuine love. Either they got into the relationship because of their friends or the family or certain situation conditions, like arranged marriages, right? So being arranged marriages, or like just because of other reasons apart from you actually loving that person, like you actually seeing them and realizing that you truly love them, and that's why you want to be with them. But once that relationship is not built on that love, genuine love, that's a sign that shows God doesn't want you with that person. So if it's not genuine love and it's for other reasons, God doesn't want you to be in it. So check your heart. If you're already in a relationship, check your heart and figure, like, do you genuinely love this person? Like, are you into this person? Are you attracted to this person? Like, just see if you feel anything for this person. If not, that's a sign you shouldn't be with them, because the love isn't genuine. You're probably just faking it, putting on a show, say, oh yeah, I love you, saying that you're telling them you love them just by words, but not from your heart. So that's the first sign, when your relationship is not built on genuine love. Sign number 2, the relationship affects your relationship with God negatively, okay? Negatively. Now, if the relationship that you're in or you're about to get in is not affecting your relationship with God in a positive way, if that person isn't pushing you to God, or you guys are not getting closer to God together, rather they're drifting you away from God, like if it's affecting your relationship poorly with God, then that's a sign God doesn't want you with that person. So like, for example, you got with someone that is a Christian, right? But they love to go to the club, they love to do other things, other worldly things, right? They want you to be out there too. They want you to have fun. They want you to fit in with the crowd because you're with them. So they want you to do things with them, and you're not that type of person, but then you start doing these things because you're with this person. That just shows God doesn't want that relationship, like, for you. God wouldn't want you in that type of relationship. If He sees that it's hindering your connection with Him, that's just a sign that that relationship is not of God. If that person is affecting your relationship with God in a negative way, if they're drifting you away from God rather than pushing you closer to Him, that's just a big sign that that relationship was not meant to be, and God doesn't want you with that person. So sign number 3, God peace is absent. Now, what does this mean? It means when you're with that person, is there peace? Is there a sense of peace? Or Do you feel troubled in your heart? Like, is talking about God an okay thing? Okay, if the peace of God is in that relationship, you shouldn't like have any uneasy feeling. Like, it shouldn't be troubling, you know, being with that person, like having to second guess, having confusion, doubts, and, you know, being insecure, like, you know, those type of feelings that you have, like, oh, this is wrong, or I don't feel like I should be with this person, like whatever feeling that is you're having, and you just to yourself you feel like, nah, this is not right, I don't, you know, feel like I should be with this person. That just shows God peace isn't in there, and just know that's a sign God doesn't want you with that person. Sign number 4, you will consistently long for something better. Meaning, if you're in this relationship already, you will start to see other people's relationship and think, wow, I want to be in their I wish that was, you know, us, or like I want that type of relationship. Like, you will start to compare this person, you will start to see the things that other people have that you don't have, and you will want that. That's a sign that God doesn't want you to be with that person, because you're not at ease, and that's not who you want, and that's not what you want in a relationship. So you're longing for something better, for something different, because you wish it was this rather than that, and you want the person to meet those standards, to you know, do these things that the other couples are doing. It's like you'll feel jealous, or, you know, you consistently long for something better. You always just want something better, and that's just a sign that person that you are currently talking to, that you're dating, is not someone that you should be with. If you don't feel like they have everything that you need, if you don't feel like they are perfect, and, you know, where you don't have to compare them to another person, or compare what you guys do as a couple, like relationship wise, to another couple, you know. So that's just another sign that that person or God is trying to tell you that he's not for you, or she's not for you, because you are longing for something better. So go for the better. Stay away from that person and go for the better, or wait on God to bring the better. So, because if you're with someone that you feel like, if you're with someone that God wants you to be with, you'll never long for anything else. You feel like your relationship is the best. You feel like you have the perfect relationship, and everything else, you'll be like, I don't want that. Nah, I'm good. I'm good here. I'm happy. You'll be content and happy with your relationship. You know, if God approves of it, and God wants you to be in that relationship with that person, you will be happy where you're at, and you will not long for something better. So that's just another one. Number 5, the person doesn't value God. Now remember this, bad communication corrupts good manner. So that person doesn't value God, and you notice that they don't value God. You value God, but they don't value God. That's just a relationship, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's a relationship God would not approve of, and God would not allow. So always make sure that the person that you're with values God as much as you value God, because they could end up transferring, you know, they could end up changing your mind, they could end up converting you in a way. Like, if they don't value God, that means they're not obeying God, they don't care, and that is just going to corrupt you as a believer, because you are with that person, so you have to kind of support them in things, and it's like you're gonna end up supporting them in sinful things, in worldly things that you know you're not supposed to do as a Christian. And so that is just gonna corrupt your character, corrupt your mind, and everything from who you truly are, because you're with that person who doesn't value God. So you yourself would stop valuing God by being with that person. Does that make sense? So that's why do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. So God is going to strongly show you that sign that this person isn't for you, that you should not be with this person, because they don't value him, they don't value God. God would show you that, and which means stay away from them. Now number six, The sixth sign would be the person is more important to you than God. So if you're in a relationship and this person comes first, you prioritize this person way more than your relationship with God, way more than God. That's a sign that that person is someone you should not be with. God would not want you to be with that person because you value them over him. You know, God is a jealous God. God wants you to prioritize him, put him first. That's what it's always like, put God first in everything you do. Put God first, make him number one. So that spouse of yours or that partner of yours should not come first. So let's say like it's a Sunday and you're supposed to go to church, but this person wants you to do something else, like go watch a football game at this certain time, and you decide to choose them over going to church to worship God. Like, God does not want that for you. So he will want someone that actually put him first, that love him more than he loves you. You know, be with someone that loves God more than they love you. And you should love God more than you love them. That relationship is what God will want for you. Because it's like worshiping another God. It's like having another God. And God said, do not worship idols, right? And anything can be idols. Anything that we put in front of God, above God, that's an idol. And we are worshiping that. We're making that as a God in our life because we are putting it above God. We're doing this, doing that, instead of putting God first. So that's a sign God is going to show you or tell you or warn you about staying away from that person, because if you feel like you love them way more than God, that's not a relationship God wants for you. God do not want you to be with that person because you're putting them first. So all the time you're going to put them first, and that is wrong in the eyes of God. God is a jealous God, so he would not want that for you. Always make sure you prioritize him above that person. Number 7, the relationship becomes toxic. Now, this is obvious. Like, if you're in an unhealthy relationship, if you're in a toxic relationship, like, why is it even toxic? You know, God would not want you to be in that type of relationship, a relationship that is abusive. Like, just look at the signs, look at the little things of impact that's happening on your life, being in that relationship with someone. They could be cheating on you. Like, there could be a lot of arguments back and forth. It could be physical abuse. It could be mental abuse. Like, if it's affecting you negatively, do you think God wants that for you? God doesn't want you being in an unhealthy relationship. God is love, so he wants you to feel loved, be loved, give love, and he wants everything to be peaceful, right? So conflict, So if that's a sign you guys are toxic, God doesn't want that for you. Get out of that relationship. So yeah, guys, that's 7 signs that God does not want you with someone. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.